welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Jamie, and today I'm going to do like a little two-part of our Thanksgiving prep, what we bought from the grocery store, our menu for Thanksgiving, and what I will be cooking, and I'll cook some recipes for you guys as well. Definitely not gonna be low fat, low cal, low carb, low anything. There's gonna be full fat, full awesomeness, and learning how to, moderation, people moderation. So while we're doing this, I'm drinking my iced coffee that I love so stinking much. I'm gonna show you a new recipe with that as well. But let's go over what I've got, what I'm gonna do. There's towels underneath the sink, baby. Anyway, sorry about that TV timeout. But he uses a towel a day. It's just what he does. He needs to do his own laundry then, because I'm not doing that. All right, so I'm going to show you the menu as well. I don't know where I left off. I'm gonna show you our menu, let you know what I'm cooking, bacon, all the fun things. So here is this week's little grocery haul. I'm gonna show you this week's menu as well because I kind of feel like that needs to be plugged in so we have a plan for the week, because you know when there's a holiday coming up and you got all the food and all the things, you just wanna be absolutely prepared and ready. So let's do it. It's tiny. I do have a few items downstairs in the freezer, but Dave did not want to drag all that up and then drag it back down. All it is sodas, our cranberry Sprite Zero, Diet Sunkist, our turkey, which I bought last week, but we did get the bird because we're doing that. Butter, which we already had as well. But here is this week's little grocery haul. So it's kind of a tiny one. All right, so first up, I did buy 2 of the gluten-free honey cornbread muffin mixes. This is going to be for Mom's corn casserole that she always makes. I asked her if she would do it gluten-free for us, so I'll be on the ball. I am going to make, so I got poppy seeds and almond extract. I make poppy seed bread. It's Callista's favorite, so I'm going to surprise her and make that for her. So I was going to do that today, so I'll show you guys how I make those. It's from one of my sweet friends, Cindy, who I love the way she baked, and she gave me all her mini loaf recipes, and so I'm gonna do that. All right, then of course we got some gluten-free bread. Mom is making stuffing. We are from Pittsburgh, so we eat stuffing, and friends, we love cornbread dressing as well. So Dave is going to try that out this week. We're trying to figure out the best cornbread dressing recipe ever, and it's gonna happen. I am also making, can you tell what I'm making? Can you tell? I'm making mac and cheese. So these are one of our favorite gluten-free pastas. It's a brown rice elbow pasta from Walmart. It's a great value brand. We love this stuff, and they are just really good, and they cook well and don't get, I don't know, they're just a really good substitute for regular noodles. All right, 2 blocks of the sharp cheddar cheese. I got 2 pounds of that for my recipe. And also for the mac and cheese, I did get the evaporated milk. My nanny made the best mac and cheese, and this is her recipe, and so also eggs. We got an 18 count of eggs, so I will be making mac and cheese, so you guys get to see that. I did get 2 bottles of the spray butter. We were out here, and I needed one for the lake, so I got that. We are having a Friendsgiving at the salon this week, so I decided to just get this pork loin filet. I'm just gonna bake it, chop it up, like slice it up, not chop it, slice it, and have that for a one of our appetizers. We're having a appetizer buffet at Friendsgiving, so that's what we're gonna do. I got some lean ground beef. I have some salad mixes that I have not used, the coleslaw mixes, so I was gonna make egg roll in a bowl. I did get a bag of the sweet potatoes and a bag of Idaho potatoes just to have on hand. So I have breakfast or lunch or dinner ideas with that. We did get celery. I already had onion. David needed some more blueberries for this week. He's working just 3 days this week, so he just needed a pack of blueberries. Of course, I showed you the eggs. Pecans. I just cannot believe these things are the money. $10 for that, but hey, worth it. All right, then I did grab a gluten-free graham cracker style crust. My mom is making me pumpkin pie. I love her pumpkin pies. They're my favorite. So I did get the graham cracker crust. Not the same as a flour dough crust, but pie crust, but that's okay. It's fine. And I also, this is a big game changer for me, having these throwaway pans with the lid, so I can just make the the side dishes and then put these, put them in there so we can just throw them away when we're done and not have to worry about our dishes, because we have lost a Pyrex dish because of that. And there's a little sneak peek of what I got planned for the 12 days of Christmas. So excited about that. But that is this week's grocery haul. So super simple. I'll show you guys our menu, what we're gonna have, what we're making, what my mom's making and the fam's making, and just get a little glimpse of our Thanksgiving dinner. First task was actually to clean out my refrigerator. I had so many leftovers that I just wasted. I hate doing that. Just like that so much. So I've organized my fridge, getting it ready to put all the goodies in. Crouton making time for the stuffing. So I'm going to show you guys how I make my croutons. These are so simple. You could actually just make these if you want them for a salad or whatever. So I buy whatever white bread is the most cost effective at Walmart or Target or Aldi. I bought the Shire, I guess that's how you say Shire bread. And what I do, I buy the white bread, and then I think this is the white. It's the artesian baker. And so I just chop it in little crouton shapes, little squares. So I just chop it and I throw it in a Ziploc bag. So I've got my Ziploc bag. So I'll throw these in a Ziploc bag and I put all my ingredients in there, and then I shake them and then put them in the air fryer. So I'm gonna chop my bread first. Show you guys. So I am using salt, pepper, Italian oregano, celery salt, and garlic powder. I'm also using spray butter. So I'm just going to do half a cup of spray butter, and then I'm gonna shake up the rest of that. All right, so I'm going to add pepper. You guys do this to the taste that you like. I'm going to do about half a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, half a tablespoon of oregano, and celery salt, probably a teaspoon of celery salt, regular salt, probably about a teaspoon of regular salt. Garlic powder, I'm definitely gonna measure this one. I'm gonna do a half of a teaspoon of garlic powder, because I want a lot of garlic. I don't want it to be too over garlicky, if that makes sense. I'm going to mix that together. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of splash of water and the rest of that spray butter in there. Oops, excuse me. So now I'm going to I really should have separated it. So I'm going to pour half of it, a mixture in here, and half of the mixture in here. I'm going to shake it. Make sure it's all coated. Put that on. Put the rest of that in there. Yeah. And then shake it. And then I'll just do one bag at a time in the air fryer because you want kind of, I will line the air fryer too. I might not no, I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. All right, so let's go over to the air fryer and show you what I'm up to now to show you guys that. So all I'm gonna do is place it in my air fryer. I'm gonna do the one set, make sure that's really mixed well. And like I said, you guys add the seasonings you like. If you want poultry seasoning or sage or whatever you like. Dave doesn't really particularly like sage. I don't do it. All right, so I'm going to throw those bread crumbs in there, even them out, and then there they are. I'm going to show you the after when I get done. So I'm going to bake them. I'm going to air fry them at 350 for. I'll start out at 7 minutes and then check them from there, and I kind of mix them up and spray and salt and pepper if I need to. I kind of taste and kind of get that taste before I finish them off. So I'm going to use this about 7 minutes, and then I'll show you when I get done. Here's what these pretty things look like. So I'm just going to shake them, drop a crouton on the floor. I'm going to spray them with my olive oil spray, just a little bit. I'm going to coat them really good, and then I'll do them for another 7 minutes. Sorry, guys. And just keep checking on them. All right, friends, let's get to baking. So this is the recipe I'm using. This is one of my sweet friends' recipe. It's one of the things that I always used to love to make and give as gifts. And I kind of got out of baking so much for Christmas, and I am ready to get back into all the fun things and behave and not eat it all. Anyway, all right, so this is the recipe. I'm doing this gluten-free. So I'm gonna get the measuring cups out. All right. The only substitution that I'm using that's not is the almond flour. Shoot, sorry guys. It's gluten-free flour and the almond milk. So, and I need sugar. All right, so to start the recipe, we're gonna need 3 cups of flour. So, this is the all-purpose flour, gluten-free from Walmart. I normally use King Arthur, but they did not have it at Walmart. All right, 3 cups of flour. And when the croutons are done, you guys, they look good. I just did them for about 3 more minutes just to get that good crunch to them. Let's finish this up and then we'll start those. I'm gonna try to clean as I go. Dave always says I'm the messiest baker ever. All right, so 2 cups of sugar. Put that 1, 2. So 2 cups of sugar, and then 3 eggs. I'm going to. I'm probably gonna make 2 batches of bleeper. All right, friends, now that the catastrophe has happened, 3 eggs. You guys, I can't make this stuff up. 2. So 3 eggs. And this is why I like to break my eggs in a cup so I don't get shells on them. All right, so 3 eggs, then 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. So 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. 1.5. And you're gonna preheat your oven to 350. All right, so 1.5 of baking powder. No baking soda. Okay, so also 1.5. 1.5. All right, so that's the salt. And then 1.5 cups of milk. So I'm going to bring the measuring cup out and get that back out. Rinse that out so we don't need any oregano or sorry about Lily in the background, guys. Okay, so 1.5 cups of milk. 1.5 cups of milk. And I did almond milk. And 3/4 cup vegetable or canola oil. So 3/4 cup. 3/4 cup. Okay. And then the flavoring, oh, that's another thing, guys. I did not have, which I am so sad that they did not have the butter. I really feel like the butter extract just really, it's just amazing. So that's okay. So I got almond and vanilla, but you can use butter as well. So I'm just gonna use a little bit more almond with that. So you're gonna do 1.5 teaspoons of each. So I'll just do 2 teaspoons of each. So 1, 2 of vanilla. Put lid back on, we don't need any more bloopers. And 2 of the almond. The butter sure would have been good. It's just very hard to find. Walmart was completely out of it. So I'm going to mix those ingredients and get the poppy seeds ready. So you are going to use 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds. And I was so excited to find that Walmart had, guys, the smell of this bread it's incredible. That almond extract is one of my favorites. All right, so 2 tablespoons of, funny story, friends, I had lost my little baking dishes. I had bought all these when I was making this much. I used to do the throwaway ones, and I was like, I'm just gonna invest in some more that I can just wash. Well, I lost them, and I went and bought a new set, and then found them the other day when I was cleaning out the bottom of my cabinet. They fell in the little hole. I was like, oh, that's great. All right, so you're going to place your batter, and I do mini loaves, so I could give them as gifts. So these are going to go in the oven. I'm going to make the second batch, and I'm going to put these in the oven, and they will cook at 350 for sorry guys, for 1 hour. So I'm going to put these in, and they will bake for 1 hour. All right, sweet friends. They're like the most perfect croutons. So it ended up being 7 minutes the first time, 7 minutes the second time, and the third time I did it for about 2 minutes. And they're like the perfect croutons. Done. Tastes good too. Okay, next up, guys, you're gonna poke holes. And this is the best part of these breads. You're gonna poke holes in all of them. Just use a fork. And you're gonna pour the ooey gooey mixture. All right. The next step is the most important to this yummy little bread recipe. So you are going to mix together 1 cup water and 3/4 cup sugar and a teaspoon of each of your extract. This we poured on top of each of the warm breads to make these things so stinking good. So this is my favorite part. So while I'm doing this, I wanted to also let you guys know that I didn't get a chance to get the menu together, but I am super excited for part 2 of this little Thanksgiving little meal plan and prep with you guys. This has been so much fun, and I'm so excited to be back in the kitchen cooking with you guys. Yes, my friends, I've changed into comfy clothes because that's how I roll. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little part 1 of Thanksgiving and all the things, my menu, what I'm baking today, and what is to come. So I cannot wait to share part 2 with you guys. It'll probably be Thanksgiving Day, and it'll just be so much fun. So something fun for you to watch when your belly's full, you need a cup of coffee or a cocktail. Drink it and watch part 2. So here's part 1. It's a wrap, and I am so thankful for each of you. Always remember, you are amazing, you're beautiful, you are loved, you are enough, and you are flipping phenomenal. Mwah. Love you guys so stinking much.